this is one of those subjects that people don't really want to discuss or really want to talk about, but it is something that is going on a lot. It's going on every day. And like you just seen, I kind of briefly just, told you that it happened to me without actually getting into the graphic details. I just kind of just wanted to make a video to maybe inform a lot of these mothers out here who are so easily trusting these men around your children. And it's not just boyfriends, it's relatives, it's co-workers, it's family friends. My situation, like I said, without actually getting into detail for detail, but it happened to me when, like you've seen, when I was 8, and it happened again when I was 15. It takes a toll on me to this day, and I am 31. The thing that bothers me the most is not the fact that I am a victim, but the fact that not only am I a victim to molestation, but I am a victim to telling someone and having nothing done about it. I felt, and still to this day feel, I feel betrayed. I feel at that age, I'm supposed to be protected. I'm supposed to be provided for. I did my part. I did the right thing. I told a grown-up, which is what you're taught to do when things like that happen, and nothing was done. It's like, it fucks with you so bad as you become an adult. Like, people think like you get over that stuff, but you really don't. It fucks with you mentally. It fucks with you emotionally. And I have so many issues. I have, like you've seen earlier in the video, I have major trust issues. I'm like super overprotective of my kids. Like, I have 4 girls, and I talk to them daily about how things are not supposed to happen. No one should touch you in certain places. If anybody make you feel uncomfortable, even just from them looking at you. Like, just because they're not touching you don't say anything if you feel uncomfortable from them looking at you or certain things they say. Like, it's wrong as hell, and I'll be damned if my kids come to me and tell me somebody has touched them. Somebody has said something to them or made them feel uncomfortable, and I don't do anything about it. Especially when it's somebody who very well knows better, a grown-ass man or grown-ass woman. Because believe it or not, these women out here are molesting these kids too. And it's sad that we live, in a world where your children can't even be safe around family members. Your children can't be safe in schools and churches. This is actually what made me start thinking about my childhood and things that happened to me, because I was going through some YouTube videos, and one of the videos was a man that was in church that grabbed up a 6-year-old girl while she was on her way to the bathroom and molested her in the back of the church. And then there was another incident in South Carolina where it was an 11-year-old girl in school, and they said she got raped by the janitor and got pregnant. I have to talk to you now about, watch out for the janitors. Don't talk to the janitors. If your teachers make you feel uncomfortable, you would think they'd be safe going to school or they'd be safe going to church, and clearly they're not. A lot of the mothers especially out there who have these guys that they meet, and y'all, have a relationship, And like within 2 months, you're moving him in your house with your kids and your daughters. And it's like, I mean, not saying he will, but who's to say he won't? You know, you don't know this man, but yet he's living with you already after a couple of months. Like, you can't trust everybody, even family members. You know, like, if you notice, I can't even say that, because a lot of times you'll notice a change in your child's behavior, and that might indicate that something is wrong as far as them, you know, may have been molested or something is going on. But that's not always the case, because when it happened to me, from what I can remember, my attitude didn't change. I was still, you know, the whole goofy little girl running around playing jokes. And I mean, I was still the same little girl even after it happened. And what made me it took me like a week before I actually told a grown-up what had happened. And now that I'm grown, it's like a slap in the face, because when I was younger and I told, you know, being a kid, you don't know what's the repercussions or what happened. You know, it took me to get older to actually bring up the subject again and ask what happened, for it to realize that nothing happened. Both times. It's crazy to me that to this day, I am, like I said, I'm 31. And both of my molesters, I still see to this day. One of my molesters still speaks to me like it ain't shit. He still speaks to me like it ain't shit. And I'm so messed up to the point, it's like, my daughter, I have a teenage daughter, and she's getting to the point where she wants to, like, I'm sorry, now I'm about to start tearing up. She wants to, like, do teenage things. She wants to go to sleepovers. She wants to, you know, hang out with her friends, go to the house, do normal teenage stuff. And me, so mentally screwed, it's like, I won't allow her to. And I think it's unfair, because she deserves to have, you know, that teenage life. And I'm just so scared of her having to go through what I went through. You know, I'm not saying she will. God forbid, I hope she does not. But you never can be too safe. I mean, I hold conversations time and time again, but it's in my head. When she asked me, can she go to her friend's house for a sleepover? Instantly, I'm like, my first thought is no. I don't know who's over there. I don't know the environment. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if they have a brother, older brother over there. Is there a dad that's going to be there? Uncles? That's how I am. And as a parent, that's how I'm supposed to be. I don't trust anyone around my kids. It's gotten to the point where even doctors, when I make them a doctor's appointment, I don't want any male doctors. I want female doctors. When they go to the dentist, I don't even want them to be men. I need them to be women. Like, that's how screwed up I am. And I just hate that this happened to me. Not once, but twice. And like I said, not once was anything done. Nothing was done. Nothing was done the first time. Nothing was done the second time. You know, it's like it was just brushed under the rug both times. And I just feel screwed. It's so hard. And as an adult now, it kind of puts a dent on certain things in my relationships. Call myself talking to the one main person that I thought I can talk to about this situation, and that one main person who was supposed to protect me and was supposed to make things happen to this man when he did what he did, that one person looked at me and just told me to get over it. Get over it. And I was just speechless. Like, it's unfortunate that it happened to me, but it is a lesson learned. Okay? I will never be that parent where I am told by one of my kids, my son included, that something like that has happened and I don't do shit. Period. I mean, it's gonna make me want to just straight up kill whoever in the hell touched my damn kids or did anything like that to them. But then I have to sit back and I have to think, if I put my hands on this person or take his life the way I want to, it's going to be a domino effect. Because once I take his life, then my life is gone and I'm going to have to be in prison, and then my kids don't have a mother. And, you know, it's like, yes, I did what I had to do to protect y'all, but now I'm away from y'all and y'all have to grow up without a mother. So now it's like, okay, I might still put my fucking hands on him. But at the same time, I'm not going to kill him. But I am going to go to the police and I will press charges. I will take my kids to get checked. As a mother, I'm going to believe them. If my kids said something had happened to them, when it comes to something like that, I'm going to believe them. There is no doubt in my mind about it. Well, what if she's lying? What if he's lying? Point blank. If he said or she said it happened, it happened. And that's just how it should be. And that's how it should have been with me, but it wasn't. But I will always protect my kids, and I will never have my kids treated the way I was treated in that particular situation. You parents out there, mothers and fathers, just watch your kids. Watch them. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust family members. You can't trust your homeboys you've been growing up with since kindergarten. I mean, you just can't trust everybody. You never know who's looking at your kids, plotting on your kids. You don't know who's whispering in your kid's ear. You know, if you say something, I'll kill you. If you say something, I'll kill your parents. If you say something, you'll get in trouble. It's just talk to them. I mean, you have to hold these type of conversations, although I know you might not want to, because I didn't want to do it with mine, you know, but it's something you have to do. Like, I think I start holding conversations with my children when it comes to no one's supposed to touch you there. Probably when they was old enough to talk. When they was old enough to walk and talk and realize, you know, what the private area was. You know, I just kind of started telling them, no person should touch you here. You should not touch this person here. You know, and I've been telling them, like I said, since they were old enough to talk, on up to now. And my oldest, like I said, is 16. So the older they get, the more I can, you know, talk more and get probably more into details. Not like graphic details, but get more into details about, you know, this could happen, or this will happen. And now I was getting to the point where I can kind of talk to her about how to prevent things like that from happening. Like, I don't allow my teen to wear certain things. I see a lot of these teenagers, girls who wear the most inappropriate things ever. And I always wonder, where's her mom? And then when a grown man try to get on or talk to her, you can't get mad because you're letting her go out in these skimpy little things. Now, don't get me wrong. I know sometimes, because I used to do it, you know, you will go out in the world and you will change from what you had on when you were with your parents. But like I said, I know personally, I know some parents who do let their daughters go out dressed a certain way. And then when grown men try to, you know, talk to them and hit on them, now they want to, you know, jump up in their face and say this and that. But it's like, you know, you got her going out dressed like this. You can't. I mean, he knows her age and he knows it's wrong, but you still letting her, you're causing the attention. Victims who are watching this, who are minors, who it could be happening to you right now. You've been molested and, you know, you might not want to say anything, or you're scared to say something, or maybe you did say something and nothing was done. I just want to say, for that particular case, if you did say something to a grown-up and nothing was done, tell somebody else. Or you can call the police yourself and explain to them what's going on. Because that should not be happening. And the person that's doing it to you, know like hell, is not supposed to be happening. So, yeah, don't be scared. It's not your fault.